Marry me. I'm Artistica and welcome to my channel. This is going to be my first full-length video because I've done chicken prompts and I kind of left the last one hanging. This right here is Jacqueline, and Jacqueline's a pumpkin that sits on the porch, so that's Jacqueline. And then I have another chicken prompt that I've been working on. Here's the background that, I sketched her out in my sketchbook, and somebody woke her up and she's pissed, so she's running after him. She's mad, and you woke her up. Shame on you. For the last 20 or 30 years, I have collected art projects, art stuff to do this and that, and I'm wanting to buy more art stuff to do projects that I have in my head and that I've already started. But here's the problem. I have all this art stuff that I haven't completed and I need to complete. And I know a lot of people can relate to having hordes and hordes of art stuff, because let me tell you, that is two different hobbies. Collecting art stuff, going to the art store and collecting all kinds of art stuff, that's one hobby. Doing art is a totally another hobby. So I want to get more art stuff, but I need to finish the art projects that I've already gotten. This right here is the last art supply that I plan on buying, at least for a long time thing. And I don't really mess with watercolor too much, so I kind of wanted to get something that I could, experiment, learn from. But look, this thing, it's a travel. It's got these palettes that open up. You got the colors in there, and you got this little tiny paintbrush. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna use it for small detail and stuff. And then you got this water bottle here, and the lid, it opts for every art project. I'm gonna pay myself $20, and then at the end of completing all my art projects, and I'm talking about all of them, I am going to go art shopping, and I will take you with me, and I will show you everything I have bought. I want to introduce you to Georgie. Of course, if you know who Mariah Elizabeth is, you already know who Georgie is. Now, I made this into a piggy bank. See, I put a slit here. Every time I do one, I pay myself $20. Put in Georgie. I'm gonna be honest. It might take me a year or two, and trust me, I really want to buy some more art supplies. Moving on. In this video, I wanted to do a wreath for my front door. I actually bought a wreath to put on my front door. Cheap thing, because I mean, look at it's cheap. I didn't think it was gonna be that cheap. I mean, it's just a round of garland that you put around a Christmas tree. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I did pay for it, but I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. I was going to design a whole nother wreath. I went and I got this for some bows, and I also got these because I'm going with the green and purple color eyeballs. I thought they were really cool. I also have a skull and the witch's hat. But this is the wreath I'm going to work on. It's all black. It's actually it said it was a fall wreath. But it's all black. I mean, it came with one little brown bow on it, but I cut the brown bow off. And
as much as I love this wreath being all black, I thought it was too black. black. So I wanted to add some color to the roses to make the roses stand out from the leaves a little bit. So I wanted black roses. So I decided to just paint the edges, and I kind of went with the rose gold because it's light and it's really pretty. I love the way this turns out because it gives the roses just that little pop of color they need. Plus, it kind of puts the leaves in the background a little bit, and I think it makes the wreath just look that much better. Now, I wanted to put some little paint on the eyes. I didn't want to just leave the eyeballs just as is. So I had to do a little sanding, putting acrylic paint on plastic. It needs something to grip because plastic's just too smooth. And I used medicine pill bottles, lids to hold the eyeballs, otherwise they go rolling around like crazy. And then I add a little gesso just to kind of make that paint really thick and not go anywhere. This is getting put outside. I painted the bottom of the eyes black. I just thought it was a good idea. I don't know why, actually. So I did it. But I definitely didn't want blue eyes. I have a lab. I love her. She's no guard dog, but she does have these gold eyes that I absolutely just love. I mean, she's a golden lab through and through. Her eyes match the color of her fur. So I decided to go ahead and make gold eyes like she was watching the house in this wreath. And of course I had to go around the side of the eyes and paint just a little black in there just to get it looking more like eyeballs, and then gluing into the roses. My mom one time bought me roses that had eyeballs in it for my birthday. I did 2 different types of bows. The first one I used the mesh ribbon and I was going in loops around my whole hand. It worked. It was easy. I looked them up because I had no clue what I was doing. But once you got the hang of it, it was really easy to do these bows. And then the second bow I did, I wrapped them around just 2 fingers instead of the whole hand. And they turned out pretty. Then I had to tie the bows around the wreath. The mesh bows, spread the bow part out to make it like more round, and then just tie those on, and then I glued the shiny bows to the wreath, and they turned out really good. I loved the way it turned out. Then after adding the skull with the witch's hat to the wreath, I then paid Georgie the $20 because I think I did pretty good on this. So now we're gonna go to it hanging on my door. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more.